Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do this. And we are underway in Foxborough. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a... Whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down throw for Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get, to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Second and 11.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Play fake. Mayfield.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They hand this off to Harris. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that's going to push him back half the distance. On the give, this is Harris. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. This is Harris, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Patriots. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Harris. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Powers through him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jones now throwing on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Second and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. 2nd down and goal. Jones.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 180.
To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Smith catches left side. And he works free. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They go play action here on first down.
Goes right back to Smith again.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take. Over in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up.
Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield on play action. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
And this one complete to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now Jones.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off at the 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Throwing Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late ship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck.